welcome to This Day. Today is Wednesday and it's May 18th. We don't have any open meetings to tell you about today, so we'll just jump to who's on our show. We have a candidate for the Orange County judge who is Fred Fasanelli, and he's going to tell us about himself and why he is running and just a little bit about what judges do. Then we have Bill Shane and John Lube, who are here on behalf of the Bridge Club. So we'll have them on and tell you all about what's coming up regarding playing bridge. All right, let's take a look at our weather. We are looking at very nice skies today after we burn off our fog this morning. So we are looking at sunny skies this afternoon, 75, 58. Same again tomorrow in terms of patchy fog, but a little bit cooler, 72, 59. Friday, partly sunny, 71, 57. Then on Saturday, sunny, 71, 55, and partly cloudy on Sunday, 73, 61. Our sunrise this morning was at 5:48, and our sunset will be at 7:47. And thank you, Mary Lou, for sending in this beautiful photo of lovely flowers. So I love the fact that all of you are sending in flowers. Very, very pretty. So thank you. If you have one that you would like to share with our community, please email it to lagunawoodsvillagetv@gmail.com. All right, when we come back, we will sit down with Fred Fasanelli, so stick around.
Diane's Hallmark in Laguna Niguel is now an Elam's Hallmark, and we are excited to be part of your community. We have just remodeled, and you will be surprised by the wide variety of fashion and accessories, home decor, collectibles, Disney, Peanuts, Harry Potter, and Star Wars, along with the largest Hallmark card selection in town. Stop in today and sign up for our Crown Rewards program and get a free Just Because card. Once a member, you can get a free card once a month. Elam's Hallmark, your neighborhood gift store.
Number one reported accident for a senior is a fall.
Hi there, I'm Bob Eubanks. If you've taken a bad fall or your balance isn't what it used to be, it's time to try 60 Up. It's safe, it's effective balance training that can get you back on your feet in as little as 3 weeks, like it did me.
If you have balance, strength, or mobility issues, you need 60 Up.
Within a couple weeks, my balance has improved.
If you're feeling scared, you need 60 Up.
It works.
Go to 60up.com. That's the number 60up.com.
It changed my life, and it can change yours too.
We're coming for you, cancer. At City of Hope, we won't stop working until we've saved every life. That's why we're opening an NCI-designated academic cancer campus right here in Orange County. Your days are numbered, cancer. We're coming for you, cancer. At City of Hope, more than 400 world-renowned physicians and 1,000 scientists and researchers are coming together to focus only on one thing: curing cancer. Your days are numbered, cancer.
Your dentures need to be replaced, or are they worn out or broken? Dr. Damon Anderson from Laguna Niguel Family Dental Care is here to help with your denture needs. We do in-office denture repairs, same-day denture relines, and provide metal and non-metal partial dentures. Laguna Niguel Family Dental Care also provides implant-supported overdentures, completely replaced by Dr. Anderson himself. New appliances are an opportunity to get 1 to 2 shades lighter for a more youthful look. Give us a call today or visit our website for a video consult at lagunaniguelsedationdentist.com.
Welcome back. As I mentioned, we have Fred Fasanelli here, who is running for the Orange County Judge office. Well, welcome. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. I'm a little nervous.
Well, you know what? TV is fine, and you know we're just having a chit chat about things that you already know. So it's super easy, right?
Yeah, sure.
So basically, well, you've been here in the community for a really long time. Tell me a little bit about your background.
I was born in Texas on an Air Force base. Lived there until about 5 years old, and then my father was deployed to Thailand. He was a B-52 pilot.
Nice. Okay.
And a surgeon. So I lived in Thailand for 3 years and then came here in 1973. Mm-hmm. My father set up a house in Villa Park, California, and I have not left. I actually lived there all the way through law school. I went to Chapman College,
Okay.
Western State Law School, Villa Park High School, so really local.
Yes.
And then I raised my own family, and first house was in Orange Park Acres, and I had I have twin boys who are now 21, and I have a daughter who's 20.
Okay.
So when we had our daughter, I had to get a bigger house, went right back to Villa Park. So I've been driving past the same trees like most of my life.
I
you know?
I bet.
So-
Well, it's a great area to live in, especially to raise children. Now, you mentioned you have a family, and your children are how old again? They're 20?
They're 21, 21, and 20.
Okay.
So twin
Okay.
boys. And
Okay.
then, my daughter's the adventurous one, which I find, really interesting.
It's good, and that particular age is interesting when you talk to them about politics and,
Oh, yeah.
and things like that. It's very different. And your current position is?
I'm currently doing criminal defense.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
I like to say I keep everybody honest. So.
Well, that's good. That's good. So tell me a little bit about how that transition from what you're doing will help apply as a judge.
Well, prior to doing criminal work, I did the Dow breast implant cases, and when I was in law school, I patented a product. I patented believe it or not, it was a dog tag before all these engraving machines came out and stuff.
Okay.
I patented this dog tag, and then went to law school and finished law school, and then started that company.
Mm-hmm.
So I have, I manufactured that for about 10 years.
Okay.
And during that same time, I was representing doctors doing the Dow breast implant litigation, if you remember
Yeah.
that way back when.
Mm-hmm.
And all things have a life cycle. And after that, I ended up doing criminal defense, and I've done probably over 130 felony jury trials.
Mm-hmm.
And what that's taught me is people's time is important.
Yeah.
What we need, the public, but we also need witnesses, and we need people to participate. Mm-hmm. And I think that when the courts put undue burdens on people and not be flexible, because almost by its definition, the justice system, whether it's civil or criminal, probate, it all needs to flex with these important things that happen in life.
Okay. So give me an example. Like, what would somebody be up against?
Well, I'll give you this week's example.
Okay.
Last week, I answered ready for a trial. Now, a trial can start on day one or within 10 days of day one.
Okay.
If you are not assigned a courtroom, you are technically not engaged, right? You're not engaged in trial. So last Monday, I answered ready on a trial, and the judge said, well, come back next Wednesday, we'll have a courtroom for you. Well, that Tuesday, I had to go to Riverside, and there was another trial going on, and I said, well, I'm trailing on this other case in Orange County. And the judge said, well, we have a courtroom for you today. You're not engaged there, so I'm sending you off to a courtroom.
Oh, wow.
So you have to be flexible, and then the judge has to be flexible, understanding that you're now somewhere else. Mm-hmm. And then, some tragedy happened in the case in Riverside, where that case then disappeared. And then I'm right back into front of that other judge, and he said, oh, I thought you were in trial. I said, no, now I'm back again. So you have to understand that as a judge, things are always very fluid in all aspects of litigation, whether it's criminal or civil.
Right, right. So as a judge, what are some things that you might do differently than what's happening today?
Well, I have the dubious honor of being both a litigator and a litigant. So I truly know what it's like to sit next to a lawyer that you're paying your hard-earned money to, and expecting the court to give that person some sort of deference, or at least be prepared. Mm-hmm. And nothing is more frustrating than after spending a king's ransom to have a lawyer draft documents to come into court and have the judge come in and say, okay, so tell me what this case is about.
Oh.
Well, you should have read the multi-$1,000 document that was submitted to you, last month, right?
Okay.
So I think one thing is always be prepared.
Okay.
Because if you're prepared, you can always be flexible.
Well, that's true. That's
So-
true. Oh, that's interesting. I actually had not heard this before. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of cumbersome stuff that goes on in the, in trials and things like that, but I had not heard about what you're saying. So that's very interesting. Like you said, you do need to be prepared. So you think that your current position and all of the things that have led you up to this point will make you that prepared judge?
Oh, yes. I think that one thing everybody has to understand is the most stressful place for anybody other than a lawyer, a clerk, or a judge is the courthouse. Whether you're a witness or whether you are a potential juror or sitting as a juror, most people don't talk in front of large groups. And when you're doing jury selection, right, you're asking these people, so tell me about yourself. And they don't want to talk about themselves in front of 100 other people. They have no clue who they are.
Right.
And we kind of, when you're talking about jury selection, you're asking, well, have you ever been a victim of a crime? Have you ever done, have you ever been prosecuted for a crime? Have you ever been, if you were you treated fairly? Things like this. What's your relationship with law enforcement? All these things are very private,
Right.
and they're thrown into these big groups. And you have to understand that, hey, people are stressed. And
Right.
I think it's really important for the court to show a certain amount of empathy for not just the civil plaintiff or the civil defendant or the criminal defendant or the person seeking a restraining order, but also the ancillary people who are participating in the system.
Okay.
So
So other than empathy and flexibility, what are some other characteristics that would make a good judge?
well, I think the ability to process a lot of information quickly,
Okay.
and I've done that really all my life.
Okay.
Just as far as as I was telling you the other day, you have to always be prepared so you can be flexible, and for that you need to have that information readily available.
Okay.
So matter of fact, when we're done today, I'm off to trial to go pick a jury.
Okay. Oh, well, good. Well, you have the information and you have the experience that you have shared with us. What are some other things that we might not know
Well-
about being a judge?
Well, I think life experience is a real big thing, and I've from living. My father was one of those guys who said, "Well, try to fix it." You go, "What are you going to do? Break it more? It's already broken." So I've really lived my life like that, and I've had a lot of opportunities to see a lot of different things, from traveling overseas to Thailand and Vietnam and the Far East, and then down to South America and Europe. You get a lot of exposure. Okay. I've had my children. Thank goodness, my wife Deanna has really assisted me in connecting with the community as far as the National Charity League. My daughter was involved in that, and the National Young Men's League. My sons were involved in that.
Right.
And then I am a member of the Sons of Italy, so every September we participate in the International Street Fair.
Okay.
The thing, I think one of the great things, one of the experiences I gave my two sons was I told them they could have any car they wanted as long as they built it.
Yeah.
So my son Fred built a Jeep from the ground up, and then my other son Philip built a beautiful 1966 Mustang.
Wow.
And I did not want them to be mechanics as a living, but I wanted that idea of building things and fixing things teaches you to solve problems. It's just a problem-solving exercise, and you can take that along to almost anything else you do.
Right.
And I think that's my greatest gift, that because I'm exposed to all these other things, I think it's really important to know the law, but not forget your humanity.
Perfect. I like that. Well, let's go ahead and let everybody know your website. Super easy.
Yep, votejudgefred.com.
VoteJudgeFred.com. That's perfect. And we've got that right on the screen for everybody. So perfect. Well, good luck to you. Thank you for sharing the information. And other than that, good luck today in trial.
Thank you very much. I've really enjoyed myself.
All right. And as we mentioned, you can find out more information about Fred at his website. And if you have any additional questions or information, you can always go there. We'll be right back.
Village Television presents Friday Films, only on Village Television. Fridays at 2 and 6 p.m. Foreign films, dramas, and comedies. Award-winning films, romance and mystery. Independent films. Every Friday, only on Village Television.
Welcome back. Well, today I have Bill and John here on behalf of the Bridge Club of Laguna Woods. Well, welcome both of you to the show. How are you today?
Great, thank you.
Wonderfully. Thanks for having us. Can't wait to tell our story.
Wow, he is really an excited one, huh?
He is.
Where'd you pick him up there,
well,
John?
you know, it's nice to have lots of new enthusiasm in our Bridge Club.
Exactly, exactly. Well, before we get into what Bridge Club is, why don't you introduce us to you and what brings you to the Bridge Club?
Oh, what a wonderful question. Thank you. Well, my name is Bill Shane, and I'm kind of maybe in some ways a typical story. I played bridge when I was in college a few years ago, and then as a young adult, and then I went about 40 years without playing. Then it was, I really would like to play again. Where might I play? The Laguna Woods Bridge Club. So I went in and, gee, can a less experienced player feel welcome here? And people just reached out and they were just so nice and so welcoming, and it became a new home for me. And little did I know that John would say, well, there might be a future for you on the board, and then
here you
it happened.
Here you are. So now you're the new president for the Laguna Woods Bridge Club.
That's correct.
And how long have you lived in the village?
I've been here almost 1 year.
Wow, I think you're the newest person that I have met that has moved in here. What drew you to Laguna Woods?
I've lived in Orange County forever, since the 1960s, so I certainly knew of Laguna Woods or even Leisure World.
Oh, yeah.
And all the activities and all the amenities. And it was like, what a great place to be.
Okay.
As life changed and circumstances changed, like now is the time. And so
great.
Here I am.
Well, that's awesome. Well, welcome to the village. That is wonderful. So, John, you've been with the Bridge Club for a long time, and I'd love for our new folks who may have just moved in or did not know about the Bridge Club, tell us about it.
Well, you know, the Bridge Club has probably been here, I don't know, 30, 40 years, and our Bridge Club is a duplicate Bridge Club, where we all play the same hands, and how you play the hand basically is how you score, and whether you play it better than your opponents do and that type of thing. So you're really playing against the other people that you sit the direction with. So there's a north-south and an east-west player, and your competition really isn't your opponents, it's the other people that play that hand.
Right.
And so it's a social type of a thing. So you get to know everybody you play with, they become your friends, and so like we have evening bridge with our people that we met in the Bridge Club. We play once a month and with one group, and so it's a social activity that you get to play with. And one of the things that we've been really trying to work hard on in our Bridge Club is to make it a fun atmosphere. Wonderful. And I think we've accomplished that, and Bill's a really good influence on that.
That's great. And I know that we've talked to many people who are with the Bridge Club, and you always have wonderful education. You have classes all the time, and you have competitions and fun things. And in fact, I guess in June you've got some things coming up. But before we get to that, you have an event that's coming up shortly. I think, is it the first time that you've all gotten together, or is this in addition?
No, we opened the Bridge Club back in July, so almost a year ago. Okay. And so, but one of the main events we've got coming up on June 3rd is Welcome Back to Bridge.
Perfect.
And it is for those people that may have played in college or something like Bill did, or just want to learn how to play bridge And so it kind of starts from the basics and that type of a thing. So it's just a great way to get back into the game or to learn the game.
Okay, so this is an educational situation. I thought maybe it was a tournament, but it's an educational
It's an educational program.
And you're doing it now, you're doing it on several different days. So it looks like it starts on Friday, June 3rd, but then it continues on to the other days. Is it necessary for them to go each time?
John, maybe I can. I'm working with the instructor on this.
Okay.
And Joan Anderson is a fabulous instructor, a great bridge player, a great bridge teacher, and a writer. But mostly, she's just a wonderful communicator. She's just so great at connecting with the people, including the new players who are her favorites.
Okay.
So this is a program, the custom program she's designed, that is exactly as John said. As you said, that it's for the person coming back to bridge. I haven't played in a long time. I know a little bit, or even for people that are brand new, but that are not the experienced players that want to learn more about the game, get better, meet people, have a good time. And so it's every Friday morning for about 6 weeks, starting on June 3rd, in Clubhouse 7 in the bridge room. And it's a 2-hour session. Some bridge, and of course the social aspect. And at the end of the 6 weeks, people will be much better than they were before, or they're like, I remember how much fun this is.
Yeah.
I'm ready to play more.
That's good. I think that's an important thing, is to make sure that you kind of brush up on your skills, because it's a skill set that you have to have.
It is, and we have an ongoing program with that. About every once a week, we have lectures on some skills that you might have forgotten or you wanted to learn. And then we have some classes, 2-hour classes as well. Our whole education program is designed to help people learn a little bit more about bridge in a social atmosphere.
Right. Well, and let's talk a little bit about some of the benefits of playing bridge. I mean, obviously you've already touched on one being social, but it's actually really good for your brain too, right?
Well, there's been a study, UCI did a study, and bridge was one of the #1 things to keep your brain active and preventing Alzheimer's or those types of things. So it's just a great program to keep your brain sharp.
I think that's great. And then socially, of course, interestingly enough, there was like a match made in heaven there, right?
Well, there was. About 9 years ago, I guess it was. My wife and I took a beginning bridge class. And we, after a couple classes, we started dating. And then we found out we really liked each other and got married about a year later. We're on a honeymoon ever since.
Aw, that's so adorable. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. I think that's great. And then you've got something else that's happening in June. Let's talk a little bit about that. It's called a new minor forcing class. What is that?
Sure. So just as we've been talking about a class that is for newer players, on the other end of the spectrum, we have classes for experienced players who are at a different place in their skill set. And so this is one of those classes. The instructor, Marjorie Michelin, who lives in the village, by the way,
I like Marjorie.
is a nationally recognized expert, and we are fortunate enough to be able to tap into her expertise as a player and instructor. So she's doing a course on a technical aspect of more advanced bridge, which is called new minor forcing, which just refers to a technique within the bidding systems, which advanced players will recognize, but maybe they don't play it as well as they would like. So this is for that intermediate to advanced player who wants to tighten up some skills. And it's one of many such courses that we have for the more advanced players to balance off what we have for the less experienced players.
Now, if somebody wanted all of this information in one spot, they can just go to your website, right? Would it
Absolutely.
be there? Okay, good. And that's that website is lagunabridge.com, and they can certainly get that information there, which is excellent. Now, if somebody had any questions directly, we do have a phone number that we can share with everybody, and that's 949-6 877-6728. So would they call that number if for any reason they just didn't have the website, or what
Didn't
would
have
you
the
prefer?
website, wanted more information, and you're going to actually reach Bill.
Oh, okay, great.
Right.
Wow.
And it can be, it's any kind of a question. It could
Okay.
be anything from, I'm looking to learn more about the Bridge Club, to, I know about the Bridge Club, but I need a partner for Thursday.
Oh, okay.
To, I have an idea that I'd like to share.
Okay.
But anything at all. Again, the whole concept of being welcoming and inclusive. We're looking for people, and so any ideas?
Wonderful.
Bring it on.
Love it. All right. Well, thank you both so much. I appreciate the information, and good luck to you.
Well, thank you.
All right.
Good.
And remember, if you want more information about the Bridge Club, you can go to lagunabridge.com, or you could call Bill at his direct line, which is 949-677-6728, and he will be more than happy to help you find a partner. We'll be right back. Well, we have a couple of movies to preview for the weekend. On Friday, an oldie but a goodie is a very fun one, and Strange Bedfellows with Rock Hudson. You can catch that at 2 and 6 p.m. on Friday. And then on Saturday is Much Ado About Nothing with Emma Thompson. And you can catch that on Saturday at 2 and 6 p.m. Now, just a couple of announcements real quick before we do the weather. We've got an event that's happening tomorrow in the city of Laguna Woods, and it is all about empowering you through education on hate incidents and hate crimes. So you want to check that out, and that will be happening at Laguna Woods City Hall at 2 p.m., and I will be in the council chamber. It is open to all residents of Laguna Woods. If you want more information about that, you can contact the attorney's office at 714-347-8405. All right, then we've got the Renaissance Fair this weekend, as well as the golf tournament happening. I'll report more on those tomorrow. All right, let's take a look at our weather. We are looking at sunny skies after we burn off the morning fog. We are looking for the temperatures to be about 75, 58 today. Tomorrow, 72, 59. Friday, 71, 57. Then sunny all day on Saturday, 71, 55. Partly cloudy on Sunday, 73, 61. Have a great day in the Village. We will see you again tomorrow right here on Village Television at 9 a.m. Bye-bye.
Hi there, I'm Bob Eubanks. Remember me? I'm the king of whoopee. And you're watching Village Television. But everybody does.